what we can go ahead and do, just make sure using our time as good as possible. I can just go through and just double check everything kind of looks good to you. I rechecked our last call, and I just want to make sure nothing has changed, because some of our stuff has changed since we last spoke, but I just want you grandfathered in. I don't want you to really worry about any of that. So everything that we originally spoke about is going to be the exact same. So the 12 live transfers covered on the front end. After 12, 75 per live transfer. And then I wanted to kind of see where you're at in regards to, because I know right now it's really just kind of about the financial side of things. We do a minimum $20 a day to qualify for the 4 deals under contract guarantee. We can do 15 for 3 or 10 for 2, just depending on where you're kind of at with that in regards to if you want one of those and kind of how much you're wanting to spend on the ad spend. That's going to be your success metric. So I do want to obviously make sure that you're informed as much as possible. So typically we recommend about $10 a day per transaction a month they're looking to get in the door. So 10 is going to be more on that 1, 20 is going to be more on that 2. That's why we're able to give you a bigger guarantee depending on how much leads we're obviously getting in the door. Kind of common sense on that side of things, but just making sure that kind of seeing where you're at and what's the most comfortable for you and make sure that it makes sense for you, man.
Yeah, so regarding my budget, I was basing off the $20 per day, which is why I said 3 to 4 months. I guess the question for you is obviously the guarantee is based off $1 per day, but where are you seeing the best performance overall? I know, right? If you spend, I know, I mean, I haven't done digital marketing in a long time, but if you're spending more money, you're going to get more results. One, because you do more, but 2, they prioritize you, if I'm not mistaken, like for your spenders.
So for us, we have an area lock feature. So we are exclusive to a specific agent per area. So we actually don't share leads. So every single lead we generate for you is going to be 100% exclusive to you. You'll have call recordings, text receipts, everything with every single lead. You can be as involved or as uninvolved as you really want. It's fully done for you. We take care of the entire front end pillar of your business, which is client acquisition, but you can be as involved or as uninvolved as you want. Obviously, the agents that are more involved tend to see more success, and I see you as that agent that's probably going to be more involved, which is great. We want you to be very involved, because more brains working towards one goal is going to be better than less. But yeah, so everything's going to be exclusive in that sense. In regards to the platforms itself, not necessarily
Yeah,
us.
more to the platforms.
Yeah, more to the platforms. Yeah, I assumed. I just wanted to clarify that. Is Google, yes. Google does prioritize higher spending. It's a bidding war, which is why it sucks. You'll see if you go on Google, whoever's at the top of the sponsored is spending more. So if you search something on Google, you know how you have the sponsored links.
Yeah, it's been way too much time.
Yeah. That always tricks me up, because typically you want to go past the sponsored stuff and then just go to the first link. That's going to be the biggest player in the game, not based on spend, and they're probably the best product. That's a bidding war, YouTube, Google stuff. Where we specialize in, which is Instagram and Facebook, it's a fair playing field in the sense of they just have a baseline of what they charge for 1,000 impressions in your market. So everyone is spending the same. The big players will just come across people's screens more. They don't necessarily prioritize them, but let's say it costs $10 to get 1,000 impressions in your market. The person spending $100 a day is going to get 10,000 impressions a day in your market. The person spending $10 a day is going to get 1,000 impressions a day in your market. So it's just how commonly are you popping up on people's screens. It's not necessarily a prioritization thing, if that makes sense.
That makes sense.
Yeah. Typically CPMs we see is going to be around that $20 mark. So pretty baseline as if you're spending $20. But if you're able to commit to a longer time frame, that's typically better, because the business that you're in is such a longer time frame business. You're looking, deals don't close in 30 days or 45 days typically. You're looking at that 45-day plus mark. And so the longer you can stick with it, the more a possibility you're going to get that domino effect. So if we're able to drop it to $15 a day or 14 or 13, and you're able to go to 4 months, that's going to be best case scenario. It's not all about, even if you were able to spend $50 a day for a month and a half, that's not going to be as good as being able to spend $15 a day for 4 months, if that makes sense.
Okay, so let's do the $15 a day at 4 months. Yeah, I mean, I know for this I got to commit to. I mean, for results purposes, not for necessarily business purposes. Obviously, you guys in ROI too, but I need to commit to a few months for sure to see if the system's working, how it fits into my workflow and all of that. And yeah, I know real estate deals. It's Yeah, you get the lead today to take, if they even close the deal today, it's 30 to 45 days for it to close if they put an offer in. So
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah. And in full transparency, man, it's not like ROI or LTV on our end as much as we want you to succeed, because if you see that domino effect come in month 2.5, 3, you're going to be more inclined to stay for even 9, 12 months. The 4 months is like a bare minimum that we want you to
yeah,
stay. Ideally, we want you to see success, so you stay much longer term, and it's a much longer partnership. So it really is just to make sure that we are getting you enough opportunity in the door, and you can see that domino effect. So sounds good. I'll go ahead and fill out some questions here for you. Just get all the information we need on your end. Just make sure we have minimum price point criteria in your market, get to understand your market a little bit more, and really just kind of the deals that you want to be working. Are you looking to, I don't recall from our last conversation, are you looking to do more buyers or sellers or both? Are you looking to go after a specific seller, like cash offer people, or are you looking to go after a higher price point? Are you looking to go like buy side, downsizers, new construction? Are you niche? Do you prioritize anything? What are you looking to do on the lead gen side? Because you can tailor it when you're doing your own ads. Which is the amazing thing about doing your own stuff and implementing your own systems, is you have full total control. So what are you looking on that side of things? What type of leads are you looking to get in the door?
so our team does focus on listings and investment properties. Cash flows like
Okay.
our bread and butter, but at the same time, I want to see what's right month. I mean, tell me I'm wrong on this. I think month one, let's, if we can beta test a few different ones and A/B test, see what's performing. I'd rather just go what's performing. I don't, for
Yep.
me, money is money, green is green. If that's where the transaction's at, said I just finished year one of my real estate career, right? Year one was, everyone's like, where are you niching down to? I go, I don't know yet. I gotta see
Yeah,
which business I like, which business I'm getting. I go, I can love listings, but if I'm not getting any, that's not my business model. So I'm
dude.
still in that phase. I don't have enough transactions yet to know what I truly like, what I truly don't like.
Yeah, that makes sense, dude. Just because of that, like I already know you're gonna crush it, dude. It's a simple business approach. You're not optimizing for comfortability. You're not optimizing for what you want. You're optimizing to get money in the door, and then you can leverage once you have a lot of money in the door. You can leverage that to get a little bit more picky. So definitely understand that. Yeah, typically what we do in that case is we'll go into your market and we'll test everything. We'll test new construction. We'll test downsizing. We'll test sellers. We'll test cash offers, and we'll basically just see one, what's getting the most inquiries, and then one, what are you handling better over the phones, and kind of take it from there. So sounds good. You're Eastern time, right?
Probably open up a separate phone line for you guys. So when a lot of transfers comes in, so now my cell phone has dual SIM. So if I'm on one line, the other line won't even ring.
Okay, gotcha.
So I have a service for that already. I just don't use the line so often anymore. But
Okay, gotcha. Yeah, we
once I
can.
know it's you, it's a live transfer, and I can hopefully drop whatever I'm doing.
Yeah, absolutely. That's smart. Yeah, we also can do some phone number routing on our end, but if you know how to do that, that'll be ideal. And then you are with, I know they always have a lot of different names. What's like the exact name of your?
You guys check compliance with local marketing laws to make sure the ads you're doing are in compliance with like Maryland real estate laws? That's something I gotta.
Yeah, so we have that covered. The only thing we're gonna need from you is brokerage stuff. So do you have to have the logo somewhere, your license number? How picky are they? Do you have to have the logo on the ad, or can we just put the company name in the copy at the very bottom where no one really sees it? It's really just more so that stuff. So typically, if we just have the brokerage name in the copy, that covers it. But we did just have a lady here, pretty local to me in the Fort Wayne market, so the brokerage wanted the picture on the ad. And so we just did like 50% transparency through the image in the bottom corner, and then they said it was good. So I would just double check that. We won't be probably looking to have you live until Monday, so that'll give you plenty of time. And then what we'll do is we'll shoot you a kickoff video, A to Z of what everything looks like too, with visuals. So you'll even have plenty of time to run over to if you actually, once we actually get you the ads, which realistically we should be able to get you that kickoff video. I'm traveling tomorrow, pretty long flight. As long as we have Wi-Fi, we should be able to get you that kickoff video probably Friday. Worst case scenario, Saturday. And then if we need to push launch even to Tuesday, absolutely. Worst case scenario, worst case scenario, if we have any Facebook issues or something, which is happens here and there, maybe
Yeah.
Wednesday. But
I was locked out of my Facebook account for months. Not locked. I couldn't spend money, and there was no one to talk to.
Facebook is brutal. Like Facebook is yeah, like
I
that
was
is where we
in
have
my sphere, and I found someone who knew someone who knew someone, and they couldn't help. They were at Facebook at least.
yeah. So we have some workarounds and stuff that we've been able to figure out, but yeah, that's really probably the only time we'll have issues. As long as we can get around that, we should be good. And is that going to be the office, the one on University Drive?
In Fairfax, yeah. My office is there, but we'll focus on the Maryland market because I'm trying not to use my Virginia license. I got it because I thought my team was giving out the leads. And literally the week I got the license, they switched how they gave out leads.
Wherever we're going to be targeting the ads, what's the most locally known area code for the phone number? Because we'll purchase local numbers for a higher pickup rate. What's going to be the best area code to? And then do you have an LLC or anything yet?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. What's your, we'll have to get your phone number approved to send text messages just because of like spamming laws now. We'll have to, and we can't use our own because you can't use multiple LLCs. We used to just be able to use our LLC and get everyone approved. They went away with that. So what's your LLC name? And it needs to be
I sent in the message so that way you have all the spelling.
perfect. Yeah, it has to be exact. Perfect. And then is the address associated to that business the same office, or is it going to be your personal address?
It's my house.
Okay, yeah.
And that's well.
Yeah, put that in there as well. And is that also going to be your best place to receive any mail?
From you or from clients?
It would be from us.
From you, yes.
Okay, perfect.
But for any public-facing address, use the office. Granted, I haven't been there in 2 months. If all I know, I had mail. Really have no clue. I've been to the Rock. I got tricked. 5 minutes from my house. Teams like it was on the team website. I go, perfect. I didn't know how real estate worked back then. They were advertising the brokerage's web offices, not the teams. And the team does not have anyone based in this office besides me. Point, they don't even rent space here anymore.
When I put in the address you gave me just to double check, is it going to be okay? Let's see. So and then do you know your EIN number? And then the best website for you, is it going to be the forward?
For now, I guess use this one. I think it redirects to that. Just spell it right for you.
Perfect. And then is there going to be anyone else, like a team member or an assistant or anything?
As of now, no one, just me.
Okay, no one else we need to add to the CRM as of right now, and then we can always add in the future. So if anything changes. And then are you going to be the only one taking the live transfers as well?
Oh, if I'm out of office some days, like I know next Friday I'm traveling, how do I deal with that for you? So I don't get live transfers those days.
Yeah, so what we can go ahead and do, we don't have like an on and off switch like that because everything is exclusive. So we don't just send it to another agent. What we can do is we can set it up by default. If we can't get you, we obviously ask the lead when's a good time for Jared to give you a call back, and then we still shoot you over all the details. If you're running into any issues where you're finding it hard to get back in touch with people, we can look at something for that. But yeah, as of right now, we'll still try to get in touch with you. If you can take it, take it. If not, we'll just say, hey, looks like Jared's out of office right now. When would be a good time for him to get back to you? And then we'll still shoot you over all the details as if you accepted the transfer. You'll have all the details like price point, time frame, motivation, location, pre-approved or not working with an agent, any extra additional notes from the ISAs. That could be blank. It could be a paragraph long, just depending on the ISA taking the notes and what they think you need, how long their conversation was. And then obviously you can just leverage that to get back in touch with them. If you're having issues there, though, we can look into that. But as of right now, we'll still just try to get in touch with you. Okay, perfect. And then, yeah, what is kind of have a Google map pulled up right here? What's going to be your ideal market to target? The best way, I don't know if you know how Instagram and Facebook work, but it's primarily radiuses. So we can do different radiuses for different offers. If you know there's different opportunities in certain areas, we can start off broad and get more specific after we get our first week and a half of testing in. Right now, we can either just start with like an address or a zip code, which is like the overall central area. But what's kind of the ideal markets that you want to target?
Let's target my very local markets. I use radius in my zip code. I trust you to use any radius in there. Let me get zip code of the condo I own.
And then basically what we can do is what's kind of the maximum mile radius. I know you're obviously, like you said, really just trying to take as much opportunity as possible. So probably pretty large, but what's kind of the maximum miles you really travel to do any business?
You can see how far this open. I mean, this open house I'm doing this Sunday. It's for the team, so it's really my limit. Let me see. Usually I put the address in the calendars. I know I'm driving. Let me find that address.
Yeah, we could just kind of we can maps it and then just kind of see how far it is and just set that as your limit overall. And then the way that Instagram and Facebook works right now is they pretty much target anyone living in or recently in that location. So if we're seeing people are traveling through there that actually even live further away, we'll make it a bit more tight knit if we're running into any issues like that.
Let's keep it to 30 miles. This open house is 45 away, which means if I get someone 30 miles away, they're going to be looking further also.
Yeah,
Uh,
30
just,
is plenty.
just make sure we don't hit DC with those.
Perfect. And then what's like the minimum workable price point that you do? Really a good kind of rule of thumb to use here is really just kind of take the average in the market and go because with social media because it's such a numbers game and we want to have as much opportunity as possible for the team to vet through. Usually average home price is a pretty good metric because it's the average, which means most people are around there. But if you even go and say, hey, I work stuff that's even a little bit lower than that, we can do that. We just want to make sure we're not getting those people in the door that are kind of looking for a deal rather than an actual property, because those are virtually very, very, very difficult to convert, and they're typically going to be longer time frames. So this is also changeable. It's not set in stone, but what's like the minimum workable price point that you want to start at?
Minimum or average is the difference.
Minimum for you. So it's definitely a preference question. So you can take the
Okay,
average.
let's say for Hyattsville, let's do that like at 400. Honestly, I only own a condo there, so I don't even looking at those, but I've seen houses in the 500. So let's try 400 there. And for Rockville, so for the 20851, let's try 500.
And then we can do, if we need to in the future, we can do differences. So if it's like, hey, we can get you a condo at 350, but a single family, you're not getting anything below 500, we can also do that too.
Yeah, for the listings also, I'm willing to go down as well because you're not driving around as much and going all over the place. So for listings, I'm not going to say there's no bottom, but right now I'm doing this listing. It says just drop the price to 55,000. Like it's useless.
Okay,
So
so
definitely don't want that. But
yeah, we can do maybe like, because obviously those usually can turn into buyers. Do you want to do like 150, 200 for the
let's do
site?
200 for listings as a test and see what comes up and then adjust as needed. I give you one more zip code.
Yeah, so right now I have.
I mean, this one honestly probably overlaps with both of those, but
Yeah, if it overlaps, that's fine. We'll hit them all because the radius, you can overlap radiuses in Facebook, so that's not an issue. And then what's the maximum time frame that you really want to take a lead? This can be 3 months is completely fine. 4 months is usually a pretty good sweet spot. You're not eliminating too much opportunity. 6 spots going to be, you want to make sure you have really, really good follow-up and nurture systems on your end. 12 months is very difficult. You're going to have some crazy systems on your end just in regards to kind of following up and nurture. And again, this is always adjustable. I'd recommend starting at 4, but it's preference.
let's start at 4. I'm gonna basing your your systems better than I do, so you know it's working. And
Yeah,
if we see that we have ones that are much more longer term that that's what we're getting right now, then I'll take them early. I'll take them if they're further out, and we'll just see how they're going. To me, that's
yeah. Yeah, that's the thing. That's all I wanted to let you know, because it's a preference question, but I'm asking your preference on something you really haven't experienced yet. So 4 months is a really, really good starting point. That'll give you a good idea of like, okay, these people that I'm taking 4 months, I can typically get them to go quicker. We can up it a little bit, see how it goes, and obviously always change it back if needed. So, do you do anything with renters or land?
I'm trying to avoid advertising. I don't want to advertise renters. Yeah, I'm working too many of them attempting to work too many of them right now. And
Yeah.
all of them, the ones that are signed are so unresponsive. I go, what the hell? Like, why? Like,
We have a guy in, where's he at? Fort Lauderdale, Broward County area in Florida. He has an insane funnel set up, and yeah, it's even tough for him. I mean, we were running a renter's ad for him, and what he does is he kind of has a percentage. Okay, I'm able to get X amount of people to purchase a home that can actually qualify and convince them that it's an investment and why they should be purchasing. And then he has X amount of percentage that he typically has to get on credit repair, and then he has like X amount that he just helps rent, and then he has a pretty good funnel for typically like if he's able to help someone get into a rental, a year and a half, 2 3 years down the road, they turn into X amount percent turn into buyers. So he has a good funnel for that. But yeah, even seeing all the systems and stuff he has in place, I mean, it's definitely a different type of perfect. And then what's going to be the best card to put on file for you? This will be for the Facebook.
where's the card? Because I don't know what's in front of me. Okay, the number is
Okay. Today's day is 23rd. Crazy. It's already the 7th month of the year.
I know.
Launch date, I'm going to put us for Monday. We'll reach out if really anything changes or anything along those lines, but Monday should be good. That's going to be the 28th. And then also too, we'll give you our actual support line here. So I'm going to go ahead and shoot you a text from this number. The number that you have with us now, that I just confirmed today's call for, that's going to be a CRM number, so you can delete or block that so you just don't get them confused because they're both 260 area codes. I'm going to shoot you a text here. Save this number. This will be really your first point of contact. So this will be different than the live transfer number that we give you to save.
And for support, do I call or text or either?
Either is completely fine. Yeah. If we're available for the call, we'll just pick it up. It's kind of question based. So if you shoot over a message first, let's say it's about the ads, it's a shared line. So it'll be me. I'll typically be the one responding to you. We'll have our media buyer will be on there just to see anything, and then also one of our lead ISAs. But for the most part, I'll pretty much be your first point of contact, taking your success calls with you and stuff too. And if again, we like our goal, like our entire goal for this is to help agents implement their own systems. So we don't hold like anything back. Like even if it's a matter of hopping on like an hour and a half call with you and just building stuff out, we do that as well. And so I'll probably be your first point of contact for that stuff as well. And yeah, I'm just super excited to have you on board to show you all the stuff that we come in and do, because really, especially just the earlier stages you're in, all the stuff that we're going to be able to come and able to build out for you, because at the end of the day, you get to keep everything. Any advertisements that we run, any backend automations, whether it be email stuff, SMS, voicemail drops, automations, data tracking stuff, you get to keep it all. So we'll hop on and genuinely build stuff out with you, and I'll do a lot of that stuff for the most
That's
part.
the amazing part, you guys. Like, it's take it, keep it. You could say screw us, and like that shows how confident you are in what you do, which is a huge selling point in my mind.
Yeah. I
Because
mean,
no one's gonna risk that if they're bad, and obviously I don't want to keep you if you're good.
yeah, exactly. That's why it's proven on our end, because typically most agents are just like, no, it's working. I don't want to worry about hiring, managing team and stuff. Like you guys just keep doing it. But especially for newer agents, I mean, to give you guys all those systems and stuff, it's so helpful, because the only reason, like the one thing we just hate to see is agents on these 35, 40, 50% splits, whether it be brokerage or Zillow and stuff. And we're just like, oh my gosh, like if you just knew how to implement your own systems, you could do the exact same thing, but have so much more flexibility. Like just even as simple as the type of leads that you want to get in the door and the ads you're running, you just have full total control over your business. And yeah, that's just what we're super passionate about. And we'd be obviously like the marketplace for agents is like 1.5 million. We would rather solve a bigger problem in the marketplace than be worried about missing out on the 10% of clients that just decide to kind of go in and implement it themselves and stuff like that. So yeah, we're just focused on solving a bigger problem. So glad you noticed that, because that's really what we're trying to do.
And I'm on that 50% split right now, which is not going to last long term.
Yeah, I mean, you guys work so hard for those commission checks. Like, it's highway robbery because these
It was so depressing seeing that split. Like with numbers.
like and the only reason they're able to do it is because they know so many agents are misled in the industry in regards to implementing their own systems. Like, I'm sure you have colleagues and stuff. Just the lack of marketing and business knowledge is there, and so these companies, essentially these monopoly companies, whether it be brokerages, Zillow, or things like Zillow, they know they can charge that because they're just in so much demand, because agents just they didn't go to school for marketing, so they have to go out and learn it themselves, and just the data shows that it's just not going to happen, and that's the only reason they have all that control, and it's brutal.
And that's the only reason I joined the team in the beginning was like, oh, I know nothing, so let me surround myself with people who they have invested interest in me succeeding because I'm on their team, versus in the brokerage, they want you to succeed, but they have 5,000 other agents. A smaller team gives you that, so it builds my network fast, gives me people to lean on. And then if I'm making enough money and the systems are working, no reason to go on my own and build everything from scratch, like take advantage. And if it's not working, and then leave. I knew that was gonna be a 2-year decision. Year one was, is this the right team? Which I knew it's going to take at least a year to figure that out. Year two is if it's the right team, are you getting the ROI after year two? If not, yeah, when my team lead split was bigger than mine because he tapped out already with KW and I didn't. I was like, why is he getting paid more?
Wait, what's going on here? Yeah, you put a lot of thought into it, which just goes to show, honestly, man, like you're going to be a good business owner, because a lot of individuals don't even really take that into account, which again, you have colleagues, I'm sure you kind of analyze, and you kind of see that stuff. So
and also,
cool,
you take off the upfront expenses, right? Let them do the lead gen. You take the hit afterwards. I'm paying a premium to not have the headache and the overhead.
Yeah, exactly. And it gets to a point where it's just like, okay, now I really, really want to grow. We got to kind of look at a different setup. But yeah, I definitely understand you there. That's why we're just passionate about it. We've done a lot of research on that sense. But yeah, we got the kickoff form all good and filled out. That's all dandy. You should probably receive the agreement in your email. It might take a good 3 to 5 minutes for it to come across. In the meantime, what we can go ahead and do.
Got it.
Perfect. You can just review that real quick while I'm on the call with you, just in case you have any questions. After that, we can run over Facebook stuff, and then we'll go ahead and go through the Klarna process and just make sure.
Okay, I was about to ask. I saw the system set up, so that'll be through Klarna. So okay, good.
Yep, exactly. That's gonna be Jared.
There is I didn't get the verification code. Looks like it was sent to
Oh, might have put the number in wrong. Let me check here. Oh, I put the Google Meet in number, dial-in number. I don't know how I messed that up. Yeah, might have to. Let me go back here and just change, edit. I should be able to change your number here. Yep. Okay, I just edited it. You might have to refresh, go back in, and it should be the right number. I'll send you that verification code. Just gonna go ahead and come here. And then I'll shoot this link over to you in the Google Meet. Once you get on the invoice page, don't put any card details or anything in, just select the Klarna option. Okay, I should have just emailed you over that invoice. Again, just make sure you don't put any card details in or anything. Just select the pink Klarna option, and it'll take you through a bunch of steps. You just go through those steps, and then it will basically give us the green or the red light, essentially. If it gives us the red light, we have a couple other options we can try. We might just have to break it up depending on. Klarna's very, very on and off. You have a really good credit score. I don't see it being an issue.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna count my other phone number. Let's try that.
Perfect. That's all good. And then did you get that invoice in your email?
Yeah, I'm filling out Klarna now.
Okay, perfect.
Klarna account.
That might take a second. I'm gonna go ahead and use the restroom real quick.
Yeah, go for it.
Alrighty, I'm back.
Right. For some reason, it doesn't want to take It just says my business credit. Oh, why only debit cards? That's why.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah, they do debit cards. It's super nice outside. I'm also just gonna take a step outside.
Go for it. I just got my debit card.
You got any dogs or anything?
Got a
Cats?
dog. I got a cat. Right now we don't have any fosters, so we foster cats. My wife's into that. Oh, that's my old email address. Can I switch that?
I got some cute dogs downstairs. They're probably like, oh my gosh, you get to go outside and we don't. Got a Great Dane and a Black Lab mix. We don't have any cats. My girlfriend at her place, she has a few cats. She's a cat girl as well.
I didn't think I'd like cats, but now that I have one, they're so much better than dogs. And I hate that.
Yeah,
Not that my dog is anxious. It's just when you have an adult and you have a life, you don't have to like revolve your schedule around the cat.
yeah. Same as me. Growing up, my parents were very anti-cat, and obviously, you kind of just grow up what you grow up around. So I kind of had this misleading idea around cats, but it's a specific type of cat I don't like. But my girlfriend's cats, I mean, they're like,
Okay, I'm just waiting for Klarna to send me the email update thing because it had my old work email address in it, which if it was the other work email address, I'd have access to it. But this one, I shut down that company. I had two addresses. God, this shouldn't be the part I'm struggling with.
here you were able to use the lead
Yeah, but otherwise, I'm approved. I just got to
here.
change the email address so it goes somewhere.
No worries. And I saw you filled out that Leadsy link. We kind of stopped using it just because it was buggy. So I'm just gonna double check and see if we got Facebook access. Worst case scenario, we'll just have to go to Facebook's backend and try to do it manually. But you might have got it.
I think I gave you the access. Oh, and wants me to verify with the old email address. So let me see if I can fudge that. I still have admin access to their system. It's my dad's company, so I still have admin access. I just have to see if I can fudge if I can make it work.
No
I can make
worries.
it like a group email address that forwards to me. So I just gotta. I don't know why my work email was done with my personal cell phone number. That's rare that I do that. So this is.
Yeah, so it looks like we got access to your Facebook page. We'll just have to go in and get access to your ad account.
Okay, I'll get in there. Let's see. Just make sure that account. Because I wasn't planning using a debit card today. I'm just make sure there is money in that account.
Yep, you're all good. All we'll have to do is you can finish that up. The Facebook will be super quick because you did successfully give us access to the page. We just got to do the ad account, which can be a little bit more difficult. Just go into your Facebook account, kind of navigate to the business area, and then go ahead and screen share, and I can walk you through. I'll have to give you our business ID. So from here, let's go ahead and go to the left-hand side and go to your ads manager, kind of in the middle there. Yep, and then we'll go to campaigns is fine. And then we'll go to the business settings. Click the drop down up in the top left. Click that drop down next to your profile picture on the right.
Profile.
Yep. Or sorry, I said right. I meant left. Business portfolio. Okay, perfect. So you do have an ad account. So go ahead and click that gear icon on the right there, or the business settings. Here on the left-hand side, we'll go to ad accounts. Perfect. Okay, you already have one created. So yeah, we'll have to do a sign partner there, kind of in the middle. And then I'll put the ID in the Google Meet chat. We'll here exit out that real quick. Go to assign partner again. Or no, that's yeah. There's two buttons there. So there's people and partner. Yeah, partner. Perfect. And then that ID will go in there, and then full control. And as long as it says it adds us, should be good. And then I think you already gave us access to your page, so you can click down there. All right, let's see. Add account, refresh. Also, it looks like that Klarna went through. Did it go through on your end?
Yeah.
Perfect. And then let me just double check Facebook here. As long as we get the Facebook done, we should pretty much be good to rock and roll. You have that support line as well. Really, all that'll be left is just up to us, kind of from here to go in, get the ads built out, and then get you that kickoff video. Obviously, get your CRM account set up and everything, which will all be in the kickoff video. Your ads, what they look like, the process that the leads go through, your login details for the CRM, everything will be in a general email that we will send over to you. And then I'll probably text you at that number when we send that over, just so you obviously can check it out, review everything, make sure everything looks good. Let's see, Mason, to your ad account. You'll probably get a notification that I'm adding myself to the ad account here. And then I'm also going to add our media guy that will have assigned to your account. our media guy will pretty much be in there daily, just monitoring performance and then doing any tweaks that we need on a 5 to 7 day basis. Facebook's making me confirm my number though. Never had to do this before. Facebook just locking something new down
Every time. And it's like I gotta go through 15 things to find where to assign partners and people. It's really not an easy system.
Yeah, it is not a very friendly user interface. And I think it's just because it was founded so long ago. It's just it's hard to keep the interface user friendly. They have so much crazy stuff. Okay, it
It's
looks like,
beyond not user friendly though. It is honestly scary.
yeah, I saw AI stuff is in regards to getting scary, getting pretty crazy. I saw a video that I actually sent my parents. It was basically a video that was a little vulgar, but it was a girl. She was tied up, but she was completely AI. It was a girl tied up in a basement, and she was like, "Grandma, I'm not in danger. This is just AI." And it was pretty hard hitting. It was like, "Oh my gosh, like that is crazy." Like to think that there's gonna be scammers out there that like completely AI generate someone's granddaughter and act like they're held hostage and to send them money is like insanity. Yeah, it was pretty crazy. Let me see if I
People
can.
suck.
It's like oh my gosh, like like that's just like crazy.
My grandma got scammed once, but my brother caught in the middle because they called like, it's Kevin. I got caught in a car accident. You can't tell my parents. I need $5,000 in Target gift cards. And my grandma was literally on her way to Target, and my brother called her just to say hi.
Oh my gosh,
And
thank
she's like,
goodness.
are you in your house? He goes, yeah. She goes, call me from your house home, and then say your name in Hebrew.
Yeah, there
He's
you
like,
go.
what?
That's the glitch of saying that's the glitch of saying knowing a different language.
I mean, I think everyone needs a safe word to prove it to them.
Yeah, yeah,
I
right
mean, I
here.
don't have one, but I should definitely make one. Like, you never know if you're gonna get scammed.
It's this right here.
This is just AI. You don't need to wire money to anyone. I am not in love with you. And I do not need your money for a plane ticket.
Oh my
I am
god.
AI.
This fake moon landing footage isn't classified. It's AI. You're probably wondering how I got rich with crypto. The truth is, I didn't get rich off crypto. I don't even exist.
Isn't that crazy?
Scary. Oh my god.
Yeah, but I saw that. I sent it to my parents, and I was like, "Hey, you guys got to be careful because this stuff is gonna get pretty advanced pretty quickly, and know that I'm smart enough not to fall for any weird scam. So like, don't get into that stuff." But yeah, so it looks like Facebook, we should be good. I'm just gonna go in and create a test campaign, just make sure we got full access there, make sure our media guy does as well. Um, your page also, by the way, already has, I don't know if you need to specifically have your Capital One thing, but that should cover your brokerage name being in the ad. Again, you can double check on a team call or something, or just your team lead, but you do have your, that's in your page name. That's going to be public facing with your profile picture there. So that should be good. Other than that, it looks like we're pretty much all set to rock and roll. Really, all that's left is our team to come in, do all the ad stuff, get your CRM account set up. We'll basically send you that kickoff video, like I said, probably Friday or Saturday, depending on kind of how my flight goes. If a wrench gets thrown into anything, we'll definitely be sure to let you know at that number. Ideally, we'll get you launched all up by Monday, give you a good day or two to review that video. Even if there is anything in it that you want changed, we can still set to launch Monday, but just get it tweaked up, whether it's something in the ad or in the CRM. But if it's absolutely, hey, talk to the brokerage, we got to have profile picture or we got to have logo somewhere, something along those lines, just Tuesday or Wednesday, not a big deal. And then we're pretty much good to go from there. We'll also set up biweekly calls on the calendar minimum. This will just be a minimum kind of meeting. It's not like a requirement, but it's going to be there. So we are consistently kind of meeting. What we can do is we can set our first one for Tuesday next week if you have time. just to kind of review everything that we launch on Monday. And then from there, there'll be bi-weekly reoccurring. And if you ever need something urgent on the calendar, or we think we should put something on the calendar to build something out for you, we obviously throw our 30-minute work blocks in there in between our bi-weekly calls that we'll already have on the calendar and stuff like that. So looking at Tuesday next week, would you have 30 minutes at maybe 1 or 1:30, 1:30, or maybe 3?
Let's do 3, because actually Tuesday I'm taking the whole morning off to like go through my systems and streamline everything,
Perfect.
because like everything's a bit of a mess right now.
No worries. Okay, so let me go ahead and shoot that invite over to you.
But for the bi-weekly, can those be on Monday afterwards?
100%. We can set it up so let me actually do that right now. So we'll actually just title that one on Tuesday a kickoff call, and then the other ones will be check-in success calls. So we'll go, okay, I just sent that one over to you for Tuesday, and then let's look for Monday. On Mondays, what works best for you time-wise? I have 11, 11:30, 12:30, or 3:30.
Let's do 11, because I have another meeting at 11:30. I just gotta move this one guy from 11:15 to 10:45, which is fine.
Perfect. Let's go ahead and add your email.
Actually, what were the times again?
11, 11:30, 12:30, and 3:30.
And actually be that annoying guy about Tuesday. To give anything in the morning actually may make sense for me to talk to you before I start streamlining the rest of my systems. I realize I'm adding a new system and it makes sense to not design everything to be like, oh yeah, I gotta do this.
Yeah, no worries. I could probably squeeze you in depending on how early you're looking to go. I should be able to squeeze you in before my team calls on Tuesday. They start at 9:30. I could do maybe 8:30 or 9.
Which one's better for you?
9.
Let's do 9.
Perfect. I'm just gonna move that up. You should just get an update notification. Yeah, so you should get the invite. So that's Tuesday at 9, and then the biweekly calls will start the Monday on the 11th. And then again, like you'll have access to that number. Also, our support email, you'll see it in the CRM. If you ever need anything, you can just reach out to us to those. If it's like, hey, I know we have a call coming up in 8 days, but can we throw something on for 30, 45, an hour on maybe Thursday or Friday, just got some stuff I want to run over, like we can absolutely do that. So that's just going to be there to just make sure we're constantly communicating kind of regardless, or have something on the calendar. Again, because just being involved, obviously getting your feedback, getting our feedback consistently is what we've seen just makes it work. We've tried tri-weekly, 1 call a month. It's just not enough to really implement and make sure we're improving everything on both ends of the table. So biweekly has just been a really, really good baseline. So you should have both those invites over on your end.
I see them. I have information. Let's see what bi-weekly, so it's the 11th. Yep, there we go. I'm accept that. Okay, I think I responded to all the calendar events.
Perfect.
Why is my entire calendar gone? I did something. I don't know what I did. I deleted everything from my calendar somehow.
Other than that, the team just got the notification that you're in the door. Did you have any questions kind of on my side of things before we kind of end off here? Again, I know I kind of said it 3 or 4 times by now, but basically just up to us from here to go in, get the ads taken care of, get your CRM created. Really, you don't need to really worry about anything until we reach back out and say, hey, we've sent that kickoff video over to you to review pretty much all the material. In that email, you'll have your live transfer phone number. It might be 1 or 2 to save as a contact to your phone, whatever number that you need, you'll save those. You'll have your login details to the CRM, and then we'll have like a good 7-10 minute video running over what the ads look like, the process that the leads go through, a little overview of your CRM and how to use it. And if you have any more in-depth questions or anything that you want to run over, we'll have that call on Tuesday, where I can personally go in, and if it's running you over something in the ads or how's the targeting, I don't, so every agent's different. You might have much more in-depth questions than some of the other agents, which I kind of get the feel for, just being a lot more involved in tech savvy. How's the targeting look, stuff like that, because again, at the end of the day, we're building all of this out for you. So we also want to be teaching along the way. So if it's any questions about how do you guys do your targeting, how do you do your back end, what offers are we running and why, what's the CRM look like, what's our nurture and follow-up systems look like when a lead comes in through the door, stuff, everything along those whole 9 yards. Might not cover as much of it in the kickoff video. It'll be more a lot of the general stuff, but we'll have that call on Tuesday for any really, really in-depth questions that you have, to make sure that we can kind of answer all that stuff. Other than that, we're pretty much good to rock and roll. Just got to get it all built out, get you that kickoff video, and then kind of take it from there.
Okay. And the only question I have right now is how long do you think that video is? Just so I can kind of block it in my calendar for Monday. So you
Yeah,
can overestimate if you have to, or like whatever you think.
yeah, maximum 15 minutes, typically
Uh,
about 7 to 10. Yeah, you're a calendar guy just like me. I have like everything blocked off, like callbacks, everything, 15-minute time slots to like write down notes, everything.
by the way, when I finished making my calendar for this week, I think I finished it on Friday. I had 3 open hours on the calendar. For this, I canceled one of my just lead gen activities. I go, this is a lead gen activity, so it counts.
Yeah. I live by my calendar. I personally love it. A lot of people think it's like torture, but if I don't have my calendar set up, I'm like stressing out. So I personally love it.
I'm the same way. Plus, it's a to-do list. Okay, I need to do lead gen. Okay, when am I doing that? Like, it's
Yeah, everyone's like, be your own boss. You shouldn't have a schedule. It's like, oh, I gotta get work done. I can't just
yeah,
like have all these free. I still gotta treat it like a job, or else I'm not gonna be successful.
exactly. People who don't run their own companies don't understand that. If you're your own boss, you need to make a schedule. Otherwise, you don't get anything done, and then nothing gets done, and you don't have a job because you don't have a company. Being a boss is a job.
Yeah, you have
The
to be
point of
your
having a
boss.
flexible schedule is on Tuesday, I'm really not in the mood to work. I can take a day off, and I only want to get in trouble with is myself. But
Yeah, like yeah, like that's the thing is like a lot of people get into real estate with the kind of the wrong impression. Like when you're getting into business, I mean, it's like you're your own boss times 10 for like 5 years. Until then, you kind of have that that delayed gratification of okay, now I can take those days off and no one can tell me I can't. But you got to work. You're working 10 times harder than a 9 to 5 to start.
exactly. I mean, my schedule, I make it at 8:30 to 5. And, I mean, if I was have a networking event or showing, so it's obviously go a lot of times later, but otherwise I don't want to burn out. But I treat it as a 9 to 5.
Yeah. It's like a 9 to 5
Um,
bare minimum, basically. If something comes
exactly.
up,
And then
if something comes up, I gotta take it. If I gotta clock in earlier because I got some stuff I gotta do, I'm gonna do it.
I think I've worked 30 days straight. No,
Wow.
not 30. I was away for July 4th. I lied.
You gotta get a little party action on July 4th.
Yeah, but besides that, like every weekend I'm doing something. Even if it's 2 hours, I'm still working.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, I definitely understand you there. Sometimes, and even those days are nice because usually when you're a business owner, if you don't do anything, the stress of not doing anything is just going to kind of make you have a more miserable day than even if you just knocked out that 2 hours of work. It's because so many people that have like traditional jobs, they kind of associate work with like not liking it, but when you actually like what you do, it's like, no, I want to do that 2 hours of
Yeah,
work on Sunday because one, it gives me a lot more clarity and I actually enjoy what I do, and I'm going to be less stressed on Sunday if I do that 2 hours in the morning and stuff like that, or Saturday. So
exactly.
awesome. Well, yeah, we're good to kind of go from there. If you need anything in the meantime, before I reach back out and ping you that we sent that video over, you're free to reach out via text if you have absolutely any questions that you just forget to on this call. If we need to have a good 10-minute phone call or something like that, we can find some time. But other than that, you'll basically just be looking for that text from us or that email that we sent that kickoff video over to you with those details in the email. After that, that video will probably spark some questions or some curiosity, which we can answer all that on Tuesday. If you just put some notes down, we'll be able to run over it all. Other than that, we're ready to rock and roll. Super excited to have you on board, man, and just for you to see all the work that we're going to be doing too. The reason we have like the full curtain pullback system that we have is one, we obviously want to give you all the systems and teach you along the way, but we also want you to see all the work that we're putting in as well.
Yeah.
So it's just basically full curtain pullback, and again, it's good for an accountability system. Like if we say, hey, Jared, we see you haven't called this lead in like 3 days. They said, they were interested. Like, we're going to be on you about that. As if you're like, hey, I thought we were going to get these ads changed yesterday. I'm in the ads manager. I still see these ads aren't up. What's going on here? So it's really just a good accountability system. That's just what we've seen to make sure we have the most success. And so, as much as we're going to be on you, we want you to be on us as well. Any feedback that you have or anything, it is all feedback. Any critiques or anything, we never take it as a hit or an attack. It's all feedback to improve and move forward and do better. So just want to make sure that's good understanding, kind of baseline there. Never feel like you're attacking us or anything. We're just going to take it as feedback to improve your campaign and get better. Just kind of improve day after day.
Awesome. I really am looking forward to this. I know it took me a little bit longer than I thought it was going to take me to bite the bullet, but I'm happy I did.
Awesome. No worries. Yeah, you're committed. It doesn't really matter about how long it takes, but just making sure you're taking action and improving day by day. So yeah, super excited to partner with you. If you need anything in the meantime, let me know. I'm gonna go ahead and prep for this next call coming up here in about 5 minutes at 11:45. Other than that, you got that number. Shoot us a text if you need anything, and then we'll shoot you a text when we got that kickoff video over to you in your email. We'll just kind of take it from there.
Thank you. Have a great day.
Awesome. Thanks so much, Jared. See you.